Standard output to a file using the command T. Now we have learned how to actually populate a file using the redirect commands like the greater than sign. You echo something, you output to a file using the greater than sign. Now there's another way that you could do the same thing with using the command T. What T command does, T command is used to store and view both at the same time the output of any command. So, in other words, the command is named after the T splitter used in plumbing. So you've seen the T splitter, right? So you put in the water from one side, it comes out from the both sides. So this T command works pretty much the same way. So it basically breaks the output of a program so that it can be both displayed on the screen and saved into a file. It does both the task simultaneously, copies the result into a specified files or variable, and also displays the result. So if you look at the picture, you'll see um, right here we have a command. So whatever the command you run echo, you run ls, pwd, change mod, or whatever the command that you run, right? You put a T in front of it, and then it will not only send the output on the screen, but it will also put it into a specified file, the file that you wanted the output to go to. So that's how the T command works. The reason we want the T command over the greater than sign command, which both do this same thing, is because if you wanted to run a command and you wanted to output to a file, you also wanted to view while you're running the command, you wanted to view how or what the output looks like, and whatever that goes into the file actually going the right output that you're looking for. Okay, so um, let me go into my Linux machine, and I have it right here open. Let's clear the screen and type who am I, and you will see the name or the user account that I've been logged in with. Which directory I'm in. I am in my /home/ ifsalt directory. Of course, one more thing you should also check is the host name that you logged in. The host name is the correct host name, which is my first Linux VM. These are the few things, of course, you need to check all the time to make sure that you are logged in to the correct system. Now let's get back to our command T. Now let's say if we wanted to echo something on the screen, let's say we echo David Putty is Elaine's boyfriend. It's, David Putty is just a character in a show Seinfeld, and he was the boyfriend of Elaine Bennis. So it's just a statement that I'm putting in, and when you hit enter, and you will see that same echo on the screen. Now we could use the greater than sign to output to a file. So let's say if I wanted to output to a file Elaine David. This is the name of the file, right? I could do that. When I hit enter, you'll see it has added this text to a file name Elaine-David. Now what if I verify it by running the command cat Elaine David, and you'll see the file has the correct text that I wanted to have it in the file. Perfect. Now, if I replace it the same thing, let's clear the screen one more time and run the command one more time, and you will see when you run this command with uppercase, sorry, not uppercase, with redirect sign, it actually runs it, but it doesn't throw anything on the screen. But if you replace this with pipe and T, then you will not only see the output going into Elaine-David file, the output will also show up on the screen. So hit enter, and you'll see David Putty is Elaine's boyfriend. So it is going both ways. As I said, that T is like a plumber's T that goes both ways. So when you do cat, Elaine, David, David Putty is Elaine's boyfriend. So now don't be confused that, hey, we ran that command earlier and it has that same text message that we ran it with a greater than sign. If that's what it's in your mind, that's fine. Let's go ahead and remove Elaine David file. So it doesn't exist. Yes, so clear the screen. Now run the same command by hitting up arrow key. All right, echo. David Putty's Elaine's boyfriend. So nt Elaine dash David. This is the file. Hit enter. Okay, now do cat David. Sorry, Elaine dash David, and you'll see the file is there. Perfect. Now, what if you wanted to add or append to the same file? Because if you type, let's say, echo David and Elaine into the same file and hit enter, and you'll do cat Elaine David, you'll see it removed the older file and created a new file with a newer output. So you want to append it to a file that the older text message does not get deleted. For that, you would have to use a command, same command but with -a. So hit up arrow key and go back to the same command that we ran earlier, and this time type T-A. Same thing, echo David Putty is Elaine's boyfriend. This is just a text. Pipe it and T it, and with the option -a and the file name, same file. And now go ahead and hit enter. Now go ahead and do a cat on Elaine David file, and you will see it has two lines. First line is that we created without -a option, and second line we created with -a option. So that's how you append or add or create a new file. Now let's try to see how many characters do we have in Elaine and David file. So the command is wc -c, and you will see it has 52 Elaine David characters. We could also output that whatever that came on the screen to another file. So I use this command, which can be discussed, or which I will cover later on, of course. This command actually count every word in the file called Elaine-David, and it will output on the screen. You could actually redirect that output using the T command to another file as well. Now, let's say if you wanted to do ls-l and you see that listing, entire listing of your directory. So let's say if you wanted to have all that with the T, meaning I wanted to view it and at the same time I want to put it to a file. So I'll put it as, I'll name it list dir and hit enter, and you will see the entire listing from here till bottom, and you'll also see your file list dir. If you do cat list dir and hit enter, and you'll see the same listing. So let's clear the screen and now hit up arrow key to cat list dir file again, and you will see that ls-l output. So basically it's outputting on the screen and it is outputting to a file. If you wanted to do the same thing, let's say echo -l, and you could also output to multiple files, meaning ls-l t to, let's say, file 1, file 2, file 3, and hit enter. You see it actually ran, and it has all the listing of all 3 files as well. And when I do cat file 1, it has the same content. Cat file 2, it has the same content, and so on. The cat file 3, same ls-l output. So this is how the T command works. If you wanted to get more help or more options on the T command, you simply type T dash dash help, and you'll see it will tell you exactly the options that is being offered by the help command. See, minus A is to append, minus I is to ignore, and version and help. So if you type T dash dash version to see the version of this command, you will also see that this command version is 8.22, and it tells you this is a free software. You are free to change and redistribute it. There is no warranty to extend the permitted by law, and so on, written by Mike Parker, Richard M. Stallman, and David McKenzie. So these are the people who actually built this command. Again, since Linux is an open source, you could even create your own command, write your own code, and introduce it to the Linux world. So that's how the T command works. I hope you understand. If you have any questions, you could just shoot me an email and try it out. Try it with different options, couple of options, and I'm sure it will work just fine.